What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Blank Online here today to chat with you more about some Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And today I wanted to chat about the unfortunate success of Warzone and what it means for the rest of the game. But first, before we get into that, let's talk about this week in Modern Warfare, what's coming to the game, because we got a couple new maps and some new things to do with Warzone as well. In terms of the multiplayer, we got the new Talon Operator coming to the game, which is available to purchase through the store using COD points in a bundle. And then we also have a new 6v6 map, Kandor Hideout, which is the last piece of content, I believe, for Season 2. Season 2 is only going to be another 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure, by the time this video posts up. So in 2 weeks time, Season 2 will be over. We'll be getting Season 3, so this is the last piece of content we'll be getting for Season 2, assumedly. And Kandor Hideout is available right now, so be ready to download an update, jump in and play. The new things coming to Warzone are new weapons. So we got the 725, the MK2 carbine, the 50GS, which is the Deagle, and the EBR-14. So there's going to be weapons that you'll be able to find on the ground, in chests, in the Warzone map. And they're going to be both common and uncommon variants. So no rares, epics, or legendaries for those guns. Just your standard commons and uncommons. So nothing really too crazy here this week in Modern Warfare, but a couple of new map, new operator, and a couple new weapons to be in Warzone. So that's this week in Modern Warfare, and it really leads up to what I'm going to be talking about here, the unfortunate success of Warzone. A bit of backstory here before we get into the meat and potatoes of it all. Do you remember last year with Black Ops 4 when they announced that the game was going to have no campaign, and we found out that the game is going to be having zombies, multiplayer, and Blackout? At the time that Black Ops 4 was being developed, and at the time that Black Ops 4 was being released as well, Battle Royale was well and truly popping off with Fortnite and Apex Legends, PUBG, everyone doing their part to join in the Battle Royale space. Now, Treyarch's idea of support for Black Ops 4 was interesting and changed and was varied in many different ways throughout the year of its cycle. At the start, Black Ops 4 was meant to be a 3-year game, a game that was meant to be developed until Treyarch's next game was going to come out. That means Blackout, that means multiplayer, that means zombies for the next 3 years. We would have still been in its 3-year cycle if things went to plan. Once Black Ops 4 dropped, it was clear to see that Blackout was Treyarch's main focus. It was David Vonderhaar's main focus, therefore it being the main focus for the studio. In terms of the content we got throughout the whole entire year, Black Ops 4's multiplayer was riddled with microtransactions and new content hidden behind some sort of paywall. When we eventually got the Battle Pass was themed, but we didn't really see the themes in the multiplayer. We saw those themes in Blackout. In Blackout as well, there was many things for players to do in terms of character quests, different points of interest popping around the map, and overall just a constant supply of content and new ideas and new things and new features for players to play around with. While the multiplayer struggled and lacked with the new content. Sure, we got new Battle Pass and sure, that was the Black Ops Pass that gave us new maps, but in terms of actual tangible content, it's not something we really saw in Black Ops 4. New weapons were hidden behind the paywall. Obviously, new specialist camos and skins and all that sort of crap were hidden behind paywalls as well. Sure, there was the free Battle Pass, but that Battle Pass was separate between multiplayer and zombies, and everything was sort of convoluted. Everything had different sorts of progression, and Black Ops 4 overall seemed like a game that was solely focused on making Blackout the best Battle Royale experience it could be, which for me at least pulled Black Ops 4's potential down. The multiplayer itself fundamentally was really fun, but in terms of content, we really didn't have any, and that was all shifted in focus to make Blackout the best Battle Royale it could be, while slacking on the multiplayer and the zombie side. Fast forward here into 2019/20, and we have Modern Warfare, a game that fundamentally again, and from a design point of view, is very, very solid, but in terms of content as well, was solid in terms of the amount of weapons we got, the amount of attachments we can play around with. The maps were all garbage, but the potential was there to make Modern Warfare a really good multiplayer experience with a couple of changes. Within the 5 months before Warzone came out, we didn't really see our criticisms that we wanted to see be, like, the things we wanted to be changed. None of that got changed. So coming to Warzone and seeing Warzone be a success, 30 million players downloading and playing the game. There's constant live streams. Modern Warfare is one of the top games being streamed on Twitch and YouTube Gaming right now. Warzone is a success. So what does this mean for the traditional multiplayer and Spec Ops as well? Well, I believe that we're going to be seeing something very similar to what we've seen in the past, especially with Black Ops 4. I think we're going to see Infinity Ward go down a route where Warzone is their #1 priority, their #1 baby, the #1 thing that they want to support throughout the rest of Modern Warfare's time, throughout the rest of Warzone's time, being the #1 game, up until Call of Duty 2020 comes out, and or whatever that may be, right? What I believe is going to happen is that multiplayer is going to take the back seat, just like we saw in Black Ops 4. Spec Ops already doesn't really have any support. There's already multiple Spec Ops bugs that haven't been addressed and fixed, so Spec Ops is already dead in the water. What I can see from multiplayer is obviously we're going to be getting new maps. Obviously, there's going to be new operators, but those operators are going to be locked behind the Battle Pass and the Call of Duty store itself. So in terms of free new content, new interesting things for players to play around with, it's not really something we're going to be seeing as often as we have in the previous 5 months. What I can see moving forward is Warzone getting all of these crazy new updates, new points of interest on Verdansk, new weapons to play around with on the Warzone, new themes and stuff like that. So I don't know what's coming up. Summertime's coming up, so we're probably going to be seeing a new summertime theme. Different things around the Warzone map to play around with. Warzone is going to be the #1 top dog in terms of problems, bugs, things that need to be balanced. Warzone will be the thing that they will be balanced on first, and then multiplayer will be the thing that they look at therefore after. Since Modern Warfare's multiplayer wasn't a hit, since no one really liked the multiplayer of Modern Warfare, but people are liking Warzone, obviously Infinity Ward is going to be working on Warzone before they work on multiplayer. If people don't like multiplayer and people aren't playing multiplayer, why would Infinity Ward then work on it? Why would Infinity Ward then work to fix it? In the 5 months before Warzone, people were already looking at multiplayer, and multiplayer could have been their focus and should have been their focus, and yet they didn't do anything to alleviate our criticisms and fix the clear and obvious problems that were in the multiplayer. M4 is still the best weapon in the game. MP5 is still the best submachine gun in the game. You can't escape using those weapons. Lighting is still a problem. Spawns are still a problem. Skill-based matchmaking is still a problem. And yet, it hasn't been fixed in multiplayer. And Warzone's out. And Warzone's a success. So why would Infinity Ward fix multiplayer at all? They wouldn't. And they won't. And that's the unfortunate success of Warzone. I'm super happy that Warzone is such a fun game mode. I'm super happy that they got something right with Warzone. I'm super happy that there's 30 million plus players around the world playing it, enjoying it, and having fun with their friends, dropping into Verdansk and playing games. But what's unfortunate for me, as an old school Call of Duty fan and as someone who, although I really love Warzone, multiplayer will always be the #1 thing for me in Call of Duty. And although Warzone is so much fun, it's unfortunate that multiplayer yet again for the 2nd year in a row is going to be taking a backseat to Battle Royale. Due to Warzone's success, I don't see Battle Royale stopping anytime soon. I don't think Call of Duty 2020 will have a Battle Royale, but I won't be surprised if they do. Warzone is a hit, and it's the way that they did it which made it a hit. Making it free to play, making it so that you don't need PlayStation Plus to play the game, making it crossplay so that players, no matter the system they play on, can play with their friends. That's what made Warzone a hit. And the multiplayer just can't capture that same magic, right? And it won't, and that's the unfortunate thing. It won't capture the same magic as Warzone because the attention will not be on the multiplayer anymore. Spawns won't be fixed. The map design won't be fixed. They'll continue with the same safe space philosophy. Weapons won't be balanced. lighting won't be fixed. You'll still be getting killed from players you don't even see. So, I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to feel about this because I love Warzone. I love playing it. I love playing with my friends, and it's a super fun game mode to me. But I also love Call of Duty multiplayer. It's what made me make this channel. It's what made me fall in love with the franchise. So it's confusing to me to kind of, I don't know, see one game mode thrive and one game mode fall to bits. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about this. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. The unfortunate success of Warzone. Warzone's a hit, but multiplayer is going to take a back seat. And we're not going to see the problems fixed. So let me know what you guys think of all of that in the comments down below. Click subscribe if you're new here so you don't miss out on my next video. We're very, very close to 200 subscribers. And I'm super excited. So click subscribe, get me to there. And I don't know, have fun watching these videos. I don't know. And see you guys later. Peace out.